What I'm going to do now is sitting you on the edge of the plinth, obviously will bring you into the effects gravity, what effect gravity has on your posture. So again, what I'm feeling for is these bony prominences on the front edge of your pelvis. I just want to see how you are in sitting, so I'm just going to pop my hands on you. And again, nice and easy to find. A little bit down on this side, but that's just due to the plinth. But again, what we would do here is if you were significantly down on one side, I'd pop something under the lower side of your pelvis to help correct that. If you were fixed in that posture, I'd pop something under the higher side of your pelvis to equal out the amount of pressure either side of your pelvis. What I'm also going to do now, sometimes we do this with two people, I'm going to pop my hands on the rear side of your pelvis, and I'm just going to pull forwards to see if you can get some lumbar extension.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, there we go. So ideally what I'd want to do through your backrest is just pop some lumbar support in there, because by bringing your pelvis forwards like that, it helps to bring your shoulders back.
Yeah.
So it helps you kind of relax more, you don't have to work as hard to maintain your posture. And then here as well, I'm just really looking at posture of what we found in the first part of the assessment in regards to if there was any abduction, any adduction, any rotation, just to see where your feet would be sitting. So as you can see here, you're just nicely 90 at your knees and then 90 degrees at your ankles as well. I'm going to take your seat width measurement first, from widest point to widest point. And the reason I do this is so that when we set up the seat width of the chair or the seat, it's obviously not too wide, because what we don't want is we don't want you reaching for that support, so we don't want the armrest too wide. And obviously if it's too narrow, it causes increased pressure on the outside of your leg. So just want to make sure it's nicely fitted to you. And obviously I'll try and keep the tape measure as straight as I can. Don't want to bend it because that can give us a false measurement if I was to do that. And we're not 19 inches wide. So we'll just go my straight tape measure, and you're 16 inches outside of hip to outside of hip. I want you to sit up nice and tall for me. And the reason I ask you to do this is I'm going to pop my hand behind you to find a datum point if you like. And then I'm going to measure to the back of your knee. But if you roll your pelvis back, can you roll back? That's it. If I put my hand there, if you now sit more upright, you can see the difference it makes to your seat depth. So a longer seat depth can actually cause you to sit in poor posture. So I want to obviously get you to sit up as tall as you can. You're measuring 20 inches. I'll then do the same the other side, just in case there's any asymmetries present. I'm just going to measure from your heel. And are these the shoes you'd normally wear?
Yeah.
Okay, pretty consistent with the sole thickness.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm just going to measure from your heel to the back of your knee, which is 21 inches. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So seat width, seat depth, lower leg measurement. I generally then to take a few more measurements. I take from seat to your top of your shoulder, seat to your underarm. There is where we're thinking about real estate to fit lateral supports if we need to put them in. I then generally tend to measure your trunk width. Again, thinking about backrest width and what impact that might have on equipment. Other measurements I might take seat to elbow, so if I could take your hand. And generally I'm looking at measurement here so I can get a nice level support. We don't want to be shrugging your arms up too much because that might have an effect on posture. We don't want your armrest too low because again that might cause your pelvis to roll backwards, which again will have an effect on your posture. And then I might take a measurement from seat to the top of your head and think about access to vehicles. So if you're going in a wheelchair accessible vehicle and you're going to be sat in the chair, we just need to think about that as well. Okay, so I'm going to take a measurement now from the seat to your underarm. So I'm just going to kind of feel where that is. What we don't want if we pop a lateral support here is it to be too high. There's lots of nerve endings and such here, so I just want to make sure it's at the right height. So we're looking at about 18 inches to your underarm and then 23 inches to the top of your shoulder. And again, I'll check both sides. Just take that measurement. And I'll just take one from seat to the top of your head. 34. So if you can pop your arm just out. That's it. So what I can do now is I can take all of those measurements and then apply them to a piece of equipment. So the idea being that once we bring the equipment out, we'll have it all set up. So when you come to get into the chair, there's not a lot of messing around on the day. It's nice and adjusted for you. And we control the chair properly.
Sounds good.